everybody. Thank you for coming to the 4th Rhode Island Voter Coalition event. We appreciate y'all being here. My name is Steve Wright, and we're going to get this thing going. We apologize. I guess this place is a little hard to find.
Just a little bit.
But let me just tell you a little bit about what the Rhode Island Voter Coalition is all about real quick, and then we'll get this thing going. We believe the elected representatives have become disconnected with the voters who elected them. And direct communication between elected officials and the people they represent is essential to a healthy government as prescribed by our founders. The Rhode Island Voter Coalition has been formed to facilitate this direct communication by periodically inviting representatives, candidates, and voters to meet in fair and impartial forums where they can share opinions and educate in a respectful and constructive way. This is a compact that we also have, and if anybody wants to sign it, this is what we're all about. If you believe in what we're doing here, go ahead and sign it. We'll be up at the table. And all it is that we promise to learn how our government works. We promise to educate ourselves on the issues of the day. And we promise to participate in the process, not merely by voting, but also to keep in touch with our representatives throughout the year and hold them accountable for actions taken or not taken.
Amen. That's right.
Okay, thank you. Kicking it off tonight, I'm real grateful that these candidates came and decided to come here and take questions from the voters. I'm real thankful for that. We've got Ken Block from the Moderate Parties here tonight. Frank Cabrillo is here tonight. And John Robitaille is here tonight. Thank you very much. What's that? I'm done. Thanks. See you guys later.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Rhode. I'll be the moderator for the forum this evening. I'm going to read the rules. They'll apply to every session we do. We've got the candidates divided into four sessions this evening. The rules are, each candidate will use a microphone and will stand when he addresses the audience. When the candidate is not speaking, they'll be provided with a stool. Moderator will call the audience to order and introduce the voter coalition. That's done. Candidates will be introduced and be invited to make opening statements. Opening statements are limited to 3 minutes. Members of the voter coalition will move about the room with microphones and solicit questions from members of the audience. If you want to ask a question, you raise your hand and they'll come by. The questions may be directed at one candidate or all candidates. Each candidate has 2 minutes to respond. You get 1 minute to ask your questions. We're going to be real strict on the bell tonight because we've got a lot of people here who want to talk. I'll keep the time and ring the bell when time is up. Candidates are barred from asking questions of one another. Of course, they may comment on answers previously given. Candidates may not use or distribute any printed material other than during the forum, but a table is available for their stuff inside, for their campaign literature that's out the back of the room. The audience, some members, if you don't click it on the microphone, you can write your questions on index cards. They'll drop them on the table here, and if time permits, which I doubt, but if time permits, I'll read a question or two off the cards. The forum is being videotaped for broadcast on public access television by We the People of Rhode Island. We the People of Rhode Island Free Speech TV show is a 6-time award-winning television production and double nominee for Best Show of the Year. Still photography is welcome. However, RAVC requests that anyone wishing to make a video recording of the event request prior approval of the voter coalition. Those are the rules, and we are ready to begin. We'll probably start with Mr. Block all the way on the end. Opening statement, please.
Thanks for warming up the mic, I appreciate it. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ken Block. I am the founder of the Moderate Party of Rhode Island. I am a small businessman, and I'm now a candidate for governor. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? So I am a candidate for governor. I am the founder of the Moderate Party, and I'm a small businessman. As many of you know here tonight, small business represents more than 60% of the jobs in Rhode Island. I have a simple question for the audience here tonight. How many of you are small business people? How many of you own businesses in this state? And how many of you are employed by a small business? Okay, so not quite a representative crowd based on what we do, but the bottom line for Rhode Island is we have a very non-competitive business environment relative to the rest of our state. And this is a problem that has to be resolved because businesses are consumers, no different than you when you go to the store to buy something. And you can imagine Rhode Island and Massachusetts as side-by-side gas stations along a busy highway. Massachusetts sells its gas for $2.50 a gallon. Rhode Island's gas costs 18% more, $2.95 a gallon. So when you are running on an empty tank and you come across these two gas stations, where are you going to go? You're clearly going to go to the $2.50 gas station. This is the problem that Rhode Island suffers from because we're not competitive with Massachusetts, because the cost of doing business is higher for virtually everything that you look at, from electricity to natural gas to the cost of our insurance, the property taxes, the inventory tax, and most importantly and most brutally, the income tax that you pay as a small business owner on your profits. That is right off right off your profits. At the top end tax bracket, it's 18% more expensive to do business in Rhode Island versus doing business in Massachusetts. There's no mystery why our economy is in the tank. It's in the tank because nobody is incented to come here and bring jobs. We have to change this scenario. We have to become tax competitive, and we have to fix another big problem that's been out there for decades. We run a structural deficit. We've run this structural deficit for decades, and nobody has seriously tried to address this issue. And what we have is we kick the can down the road. If we're short $50 million, we shift $50 million worth of expenses to future years. We don't actually close the problem. We have to get serious. We need new people in the legislature. We need new people in elected office. We have to fix these problems. The Moderate Party is all about that. Our focus is the economy and education. The party itself doesn't take stances on the social issues. Candidates do. I'm sure I'll get questions about those. I'll gladly answer those questions tonight. But please bear in mind that all of my answers are prefaced with, my top priority is the economy and the educational crisis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.